So in this meditation, we're going to meditate on our mind, a very subtle mind, realizing emptiness, the emptiness of all phenomena. And we can quickly establish the idea of emptiness by thinking if something exists, then if we search for it, we'll be able to find it. But if we can't find it, if we search every possible location, then we're forced to conclude that the object does not exist. And so we find this when, for example, we search for a self. Our self is not our body, it's no part of our body that is our self. It's not the collection of parts of our body. Our self is not our mind, because we say my mind, as if our self is our possessor, and mind is the thing that is possessed. And then also you cannot find a self that is separate from either body or mind. So we come to realize that the self that we normally see is unfindable, therefore it does not exist. And that applies also to inanimate objects, not just persons like self and others, but also inanimate objects like microphone, like clock, table, chair, house, car, etc. So you may realize that you can't find your car when you go outside. You can find something else that is not your car, but even then, when you find the bodywork, what's the bodywork? Just paint and metal. And what's paint and metal? Just chemicals and elements and so on. And so we deconstruct and deconstruct, and thinking we're going to find something that cannot be deconstructed anymore, but you can't find anything. Even atoms have parts, and then the parts of atoms have parts also. So, so this concept, this emptiness, is the ultimate nature of everything. Although it appears, it is no other than emptiness. Everything that appears to my mind is the nature of my mind. So we perceive everything with our mind. So when it's in our mind, it's the nature of our mind. So everything is the nature of my mind, and my mind is the nature of emptiness. So all phenomena are empty of inherent existence. And they do not exist. The phenomena that we normally see do not exist, including ourself, including ourself, even ourself as Haruka. If you want to know what Haruka looks like and what you're generating yourself as, look at page 18. So Haruka has 4 faces and 12 arms. But here's the nature of compassion. Haruka and Buddha Vajradhara are the same nature. Also the same nature as Buddha Shakyamuni. Also same nature as our spiritual guide. So essentially what we're looking at is the nature of all Buddha's compassion appearing in a human form, which itself is no other than emptiness. Even Haruka is empty of existing from his own side. So bearing that in mind, we can begin.
bestower of supreme inner peace, you who love all beings without exception, are the source of happiness and goodness, and you guide us to a liberating path. Your body is a wish-fulfilling jewel. Your speech is supreme purifying nectar, and your mind is refuge for all living beings. With folded hands I turn to you, supreme unchanging friend. I request from the depths of my heart, please give me the light of your wisdom to dispel the darkness of my mind, and to heal my mental continuum. Please nourish me with your goodness, that I in turn may nourish all beings with an unceasing banquet of delight. Through your compassionate intention, your blessings and virtuous deeds, and my strong wish to rely upon you, may all suffering quickly cease, and all happiness and joy be fulfilled, and may holy Dharma flourish forevermore.
In the space before me appears my root guru, Guru Samadhi Buddha Haruka, surrounded by all the Buddhas of the 10 directions. O Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please listen to me. I and all other living beings as extensive as space, from now until we attain enlightenment, go for refuge to the 3 precious jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. O Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please listen to me. I and all other living beings as extensive as space, from now until we attain enlightenment, go for refuge to the 3 precious jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. O Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, please listen to me. I and all other living beings as extensive as space, from now until we attain enlightenment, go for refuge to the 3 precious jewels, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme state. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme state. For the sake of all mother sentient beings, I shall become the Guru Deity, and then lead every sentient being to the Guru Deity's supreme state. From the heart of the protector of the hundreds of deities of the joyful land, to the peak of the cloud which is like a cluster of fresh white curd, all-knowing Losangdrakpa, King of the Dharma, please come to this place together with your sons. In the space before me on a lion throne, lotus and moon, the venerable Guru smile with delight. O supreme field of merit for my mind of faith, please remain for 100 eons to spread the doctrine. Your mind of wisdom realizes the full extent of objects of knowledge. Your eloquent speech is the ornament of the fortunate. Your beautiful body is ablaze with the glory of renown. I prostrate to you, whom to see, to hear, and to remember is so meaningful. Pleasing water offerings, various flowers, sweet-smelling incense, light, scented water, and so forth. A vast cloud of offerings, both set out and imagined, I offer to you, O supreme field of merit. Whatever non-virtues of body, speech, and mind I have accumulated since time without beginning, especially transgressions of my 3 vows. With great remorse I confess each one from the depths of my heart. In this degenerate age you strove for much learning and accomplishment. Abandoning the 8 worldly concerns, you made your freedom and endowment meaningful. O protector from the very depths of my heart, I rejoice in the great wave of your deeds. From the billowing clouds of wisdom and compassion, in the space of your truth body, O venerable and holy Gurus, please send down a rain of vast and profound Dharma, appropriate to the disciples of this world. From your actual deathless body, born from meaning clear light, please send countless emanations throughout the world to spread the oral lineage of the Ganden doctrine, and may they remain for a very long time. Through the virtues I have accumulated here, may the doctrine and all living beings receive every benefit, especially may the essence of the doctrine of Venerable Losangdrakpa shine forever. Om Vajrabhumi Ahum, great and powerful golden ground. Om Vajrareke Ahum, at the edge the iron fence stands around the outer circle. In the center Mount Meru, the king of mountains, around which are 4 continents. In the east Paravidya, in the south Jambudvipa, in the west Aparagodaniya, in the north Uttarakuru. Each has 2 subcontinents, Daya and Vidya, Samara and Abhat Samara, Sata and Uttara Mantrina, Kurava and Karava, the mountain of jewels, the wish-granting tree, the wish-granting cow and the harvest unsown, the precious wheel, the precious jewel, the precious queen, the precious minister, the precious elephant, the precious supreme horse, the precious general and the great treasure vase, the goddess of beauty, the goddess of garlands, the goddess of song, the goddess of dance, the goddess of flowers, the goddess of incense, the goddess of light and the goddess of scent, the sun and the moon, the precious umbrella, the banner of victory in every direction, in the center all treasures of both gods and men, an excellent collection with nothing left out. I offer this to you, my kind root guru and lineage gurus, to all of you sacred and glorious gurus, and especially to you, Guru Samati Buddha Haruka, together with your retinues. Please accept with compassion for migrating beings, and having accepted out of your great compassion, please bestow your blessings on all sentient beings pervading space. The ground sprinkled with perfume and spread with flowers, the great mountain, fallen sun and moon, seen as a Buddha land and offered thus. May all beings enjoy such pure lands. I offer without any sense of loss the objects that give rise to my attachment, hatred, and confusion, my friends, enemies, and strangers, our bodies and enjoyments. Please accept these and bless me to be released directly from the three poisons. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niryatayami.
O Guru Samati Buddha Haruka, synthesis of all three lineages in one, I request you, please dispel all my outer and inner obstacles, ripen my mental continuum, liberate me from dualistic appearance, and bless me so that I will effortlessly benefit all living beings. O Guru Samati Buddha Haruka, O Venerable Conqueror Losang Drakpa, O the glorious Lord of all lineages Haruka, in whose single body all Buddhas, their worlds, and their retinues abide, I request you, please bestow your blessings. My kind, precious root Guru, who are inseparably one with Haruka, in whose great bliss all phenomena are gathered into one, I request you, please bestow your blessings. Since the root of all spiritual attainments is relying purely upon the spiritual guide, please now bestow the profound blessings of your body, speech, and mind upon my body, speech, and mind. Out of his great kindness, Tsongkhapa introduced all the Sutra and Tantra teachings of Buddha as practical instructions. However, my great good fortune in having met Holy Dharma, the doctrine of Buddha, might remain with me for just this one life. Yet my breath is like mist about to vanish, and my life is like a candle flame about to die in the wind. Since there is no guarantee I will not die today, now is the only time to take the real meaning of human life, the attainment of enlightenment. In my countless former lives I accumulated various kinds of non-virtuous action, and as a result I will have to experience the unbearable suffering of lower rebirth for many eons. Since this is unbearable for me, I sincerely seek refuge in Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha from the depths of my heart. I will sincerely apply effort to receiving Buddha's blessings, receiving help from Sangha, the pure spiritual practitioners, and practicing Dharma purely. Through engaging in this practice continuously, I will accomplish the actual refuge in my mind, the realizations of holy Dharma that permanently liberate me from all suffering and problems. The cause of suffering is non-virtuous actions, and the cause of happiness is virtuous actions. Since this is completely true, I will definitely abandon the first and practice the second. Like mistakenly believing a poisonous drink to be nectar, attachment with grasping at objects of desire is the cause of great danger. In the cycle of impure life samsara, there is no real protection from suffering. Wherever I am born, either as a low or higher being, I will have to experience only suffering. The flesh and bones of all the bodies I have previously taken, if gathered together, would be equal to Mount Meru, and if the blood and bodily fluids were gathered, they would be equal to the deepest ocean. Although I have taken countless bodies as Brahma, Indra, Chakravartin kings, gods, and ordinary humans, there has been no meaning from any of these, for still I continue to suffer. If having been born in the hells drinking molten copper, as insects whose bodies turned into mud, and as dogs, pigs, and so forth who ate enough filth to cover the whole earth, and if, as it is said, the tears I have shed from all the suffering are vaster than an ocean, I still do not feel any sorrow or fear, do I have a mind made of iron. Understanding this, I will make continuous effort to cease samsaric rebirth, by striving to permanently abandon its roots, self-grasping ignorance. In dependence upon this renunciation, I will open the door to the path to liberation, and strive to practice the three higher trainings, the synthesis of all paths. With my mind like a fine horse heading for higher ground, guided by the reins of the Dharma of the three higher trainings, and urged onwards with the whip of strong effort, now I will swiftly travel the path to liberation. All mother living beings who care for me with such kindness are drowning in the fearful ocean of samsara. If I give no thought to their pitiful suffering, I am like a mean and heartless child. Since throughout my beginningless lives until now, the root of all my suffering has been my self-cherishing mind, I must expel it from my heart, cast it afar, and cherish only other living beings. Thus I will complete my practice of exchanging self with others. O my precious Guru, please bestow your blessings so that I may complete this profound practice. To permanently liberate all other living beings from suffering and mistaken appearance, I will attain the union of the state of enlightenment through the practice of the 6 perfections, eliminating the distractions of my mind completely, observing and holding a single object of meditation with mindfulness, and preventing the obstacles of mental sinking and mental excitement from arising. In this way I will control my mind with clear and joyful meditation. All my appearances and dreams teach me that all my appearances when awake do not exist. Thus for me all my dream appearances are the supreme instructions of my Guru. The phenomena that I normally see or perceive are deceptive, created by mistaken minds. If I search for the reality of what I see, there is nothing there that exists. I perceive only empty like space. When I search with my wisdom eye, all the things that I normally see disappear, and only their mere name remains. With this mere name, I simply accept everything for the purpose of communicating with others. The way phenomena exist is just this. Guru Father Jetsongkhapa clarified this following Nagarjuna's intention. Thus the correct view of emptiness, free from the 2 extremes, is extremely profound. With my having experience of the common paths, the principle of Akanishta Pure Land Vajradhara Haruka now appears in this world as an emanation of Haruka, in the form of my root Guru, who has led me inside the great mandala of the body of Haruka, and granted me the 4 empowerments to ripen my mental continuum. Thus I have become a great fortunate one who has the opportunity to accomplish in this life the union of Haruka by accomplishing no more learning, the state of enlightenment. The kindness of Guru Haruka, father and mother, is inconceivable, and the kindness of my root Guru is inconceivable. Because of this good fortune and through the power of my correct imagination, I now abide in the great mandala of Haruka, the nature of my purified gross body. I am the enlightened deity Haruka, the nature of my purified white indestructible drop, with my consort Vajravarahi, the nature of my purified red indestructible drop. I am surrounded by the bodhisattva deities, the heroes and heroines, who are the nature of my purified channels and drops. Through enjoying great bliss and the emptiness of all phenomena, I have pacified all ordinary appearances and conceptions, and thus I have accomplished the real meaning of human life. Having generated myself as Haruka with consort, I meditate briefly on my body as hollow and empty like space. Within this body is my central channel possessing 4 characteristics. Inside my central channel, in the center of the 8 petals of the heart channel wheel, is the union of my white and red indestructible drop the size of a small pea, which is very clear and radiates 5 colored lights. Inside this is my indestructible wind in the aspect of letter Hum, which is actual glorious Haruka. My mind enters into the Hum and mixes with it like water mixing with water. I hold this Hum, which is my indestructible wind and Haruka, with mindfulness and meditate on it single-pointedly. Through stabilizing this meditation, the movement of my inner winds of conceptions will cease. Thus I will perceive a fully qualified clear light. Through completing the practice of this clear light, I will attain the actual union of great Kyajra, the state of enlightenment. This is the great kindness of Guru Haruka. May I become just like you.
O glorious and precious root Guru, please sit on the lotus and moon seat at my heart. Please care for me with your great kindness, and grant me the blessings of your body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, please sit on the lotus and moon seat at my heart. Please care for me with your great kindness, and bestow the common and supreme attainments. O glorious and precious root Guru, please sit on the lotus and moon seat at my heart. Please care for me with your great kindness, and remain firm until I attain the essence of enlightenment.
So we can meditate on the second stage of Mahamudra. Realizing the emptiness of all phenomena, including ourselves. This emptiness is not the same as nothingness. There is appearance of phenomena, including ourselves, but this appearance is not other than emptiness. So contemplating the nature of our mind as clarity that functions to cognize, and is located at our heart. We fill our mind with this mind, this emptiness of our own mind, and hold it like this for as long as we can. We can imagine that we've attained the concentration of tranquil abiding, and we're able to hold our concentration like this throughout the whole meditation session. So we're deepening our experience of emptiness. Eventually we will develop the mind of superior seeing. Where we're able to meditate single-pointedly on the emptiness of our very subtle mind, and examine this emptiness at the same time. Our examination of emptiness does not disturb our concentration. When we reach this level of concentration and mind realizing emptiness, it's as if our mind is like a small fish swirling in a pond without making any ripples. In this way we begin to see emptiness, not just through the generic image of unfindability, but directly, as if we were seeing emptiness with our own eyes. This mind is called superior seeing. It's a very advanced level of wisdom and concentration. your mind back to this emptiness of your own mind. All that's appearing to your mind is emptiness. No other conceptual mind is appearing. No other object, only emptiness. Last 2 minutes, try have a deep realization of emptiness, of all phenomena, including yourself. And this is taking place in your deepest level of mind, located at your heart. So now you can begin to relax your concentration, and when you're ready you can arise from meditation. So normally we would finish a retreat with request prayers for the blessings of our holy spiritual guide, and finish with the 9-line Mitsema prayer. But as we're doing offering to the spiritual guide, in the next session at 4:30, then we will include that will be part of the offering to the spiritual guide. So today is a very special day in the Kadamba calendar. It's called Haruka Day. And Haruka Day and Vajragini Day are both million multipliers, which means that all the positive energy we generate on this day is multiplied by 1 million. Isn't that good? So just by being here, reciting the prayer of the hundreds of deities, listening to a teaching on Mahamudra, engaging in Mahamudra meditations, you've already generated a vast amount of positive energy, and then multiply that by 1 million. So you have all this great store of spiritual energy that you can use in pursuit of your spiritual journey to enlightenment. Wow. So, okay, tomorrow we're going to meditate on our central channel that begins at the point between our eyebrows, ascends to the crown of our head, and then descends straight as an arrow down to the tip of the sex organ. And then in the second session we're going to meditate on the indestructible drop, white and red crystalline drop at the center of our heart chakra. You know, you've heard about chakras. It's like a knot at the center, at the heart level. And we have chakras at different parts of our body, but the heart chakra is the most important. And because inside the indestructible drop is our indestructible wind and mind, our indestructible body and mind. And then on the third session tomorrow, we'll meditate on our indestructible wind and mind. So be there or be square. Well, we'll do the dedication in offering to the spiritual guide. But if you're not able to come to that, let's just take a moment or two to dedicate all the merit you've generated for your own enlightenment and the enlightenment of all living beings. So imagine all this positive energy is fueling your journey to enlightenment and enabling you to lead every other living being to that same state. Thank you.